He's Bill Ryder, and he's Ryder than you.
The program Ryder than you, sometimes.
He's a fan.
I love sports so much.
He's in your face.
I will destroy those obnoxiously arrogant, clueless, tone-deaf superstars who are marginal players, good players, who made careers, who think they're Hall of Famers.
He's nice.
I promise, we're nice here.
He's humble.
I think I'm pretty good if you're on the show about admitting if I got it wrong.
Live from Los Angeles, here's Bill Ryder.
All right, what's going on? Welcome into the pod, BillRyder.substack.com, BillRyder.substack.com. You can listen, of course, on Apple or Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. You can watch over on BillRyder.substack.com. Lori, my wife, big fan of the Tom Stu combo shows. NCIS crossover days. Remember when NCIS Vegas would go down to Miami and there was the red-haired guy who would just do the over-dramatic, let's solve crimes. That's what it felt like for Lori. She was a big fan. But today it's just Tom. Today it's just my guy Tommy. Letting everybody, do you know the guy I'm talking about on NCIS? Good morning, by the way. Who was the Miami guy?
Yeah. I mean, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know the actor's name.
Is
that who I am though? Between Stu and I, am I the redheaded guy?
It's a good. I'm looking up the guy's name. It's a good question. Neither of you are really a redhead. NCIS. Wait,
which by the way, I don't know that redheaded actor from anything else other than that.
Oh, you know what? No, I did it wrong. It's CSI Miami. NCIS is the one with the where he's like a military guy. He's a stoic military guy.
Mark Harmon, I believe, is NCIS.
David Caruso. You know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And he does. Here he goes. It's a dead body. It's so bad, man. So terrible.
We'll find him.
Well, that's why we've got gloves. I mean, it's like, what? Why do you mean? I'll take a salad with Caesar. Like, why are you being so dramatic, man? Just order your salad, man. How you doing, Tommy? What's going on? No Stu today. Better vibe, right? Whatever.
Oh, yeah. The vibes are through the roof today because of no Stu.
The vibes are absolutely through the freaking roof today, man. You called it. How's the house search go? You're looking for. I went to look for a house. You know what I realized this weekend? I can't afford it. I checked. You need money. I looked into it. Yeah.
I'm still in the same house I've been in for almost a decade for that same reason.
It looks nice though.
Yeah,
I can see the roof and the vibes going through them. You know?
Yeah, there's the roof still hanging on.
I am surprised how many people. By the way, people really liked the tennis drifter story yesterday, and were giving me.
I don't doubt it.
That's a real story, man. It actually happened. Okay, let's happy playoffs are back. Yeah. Day, there we go. Man, it's been a down NBA. If you there are peaks and valleys in every life, right? And if you made the NBA like a person in the life journey, this would be a real depressing. I mean, there would be many people scrambling to prescribe the NBA severe levels of medication. That's how sad. It's been a down year for the association.
The action hasn't been great in terms of the product. And even for people like me who aren't normally locked into the regular season, not a ton of storylines.
I agree. I was in the gym yesterday. I know, shocker. You thought this was natural. And CBS Sports HQ came on. And one of my former colleagues was on there. And the guy that I was with goes, "Do you know that guy?" My guy, I know that guy. He's like, he looks like a either terrible person or a miserable person. And I go, well, he does cover the NBA. And the guy goes, miserable, and went back to working out.
Okay.
Even the guy doing the HQ thing looked kind of sad, But let's get happy. Playoffs are here. The sun is shining. It's the equivalent of Stu being gone, right? Okay. Stu's gone, and all those loser teams are gone because the play-in starts today. See what I did there?
Yeah, I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Here, you didn't want to. Man, he does not like it when I make fun of David Shepley, the sheep, Shepley.
He got pretty
Shepherd.
Yeah,
I actually don't know.
Shepherd, David Shepherd.
Yeah. That's all. It's all good. By the way, Bart.
It's all a good fun.
Winkler was sending me texts yesterday. He did an emergency pod on Doc's thing and with Carlos and wanted to have me on, which would have been great, but we were doing this, so I missed it. So what was I saying? Stu doesn't like it when I sort of go after people. He's not used to working with me like you are. You've done it more recently.
Yes, this is true.
Why don't we do bracket challenges for the NBA?
That's a fair question that I don't have a good answer for.
Okay, we're gonna do one today, but there's no challenge and there's nothing you can win. We're just gonna go through the bracket. Okay.
Yep.
Let's first figure out the play-in, and we're gonna seed the play-in together. So, which is a really exciting reality, right? Are you pumped? Are you pumped for the play-in?
I'm not gonna lie. The only play-in team I have any sort of interest in is the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay, so do you want to place any of the play-in teams, or are we just gonna have them lose to the Thunder and Spurs, and it doesn't matter?
I don't have any of the play-in teams out west advancing.
All right, let's do it anyway. Clippers, Warriors are playing for the right to continue. Who do you have? Did I get that right?
Yes,
I did. Who do you have between the Clippers and the Warriors?
I'm going to take Kawhi and Ty Lue to actually win this game.
You are?
Yeah. They started off something like 6-21 on the season, I want to say.
Yeah.
They've been a pretty decent team ever since.
Would you like to put in any tree planting jokes?
I'm not clever enough for a tree planting joke. That's more your lane.
Okay, so the Clippers are going to advance. We're just going to do this together. Are going to advance to play the loser of Trailblazers Suns. Man, if there's a game that epitomizes not giving a bleep about the NBA, it is the Trailblazer. It is the who gives a heck against the go-aways, right?
Yeah.
I don't care at all, at all. But I will take the who cares Blazers. I'm going to take the who cares Blazers to win and be the 7th seed.
Okay. I'm actually going to stick with the Clippers.
No, this is tonight. Trailblazers play the Suns.
Sorry.
And the winner of that plays the Spurs.
I'll go with the Suns.
You're such a contrarian. Okay, you got the Suns. I got the Trailblazers. But it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna have the Clippers beat whoever. Yes. Okay, that was fun. I don't know why the NBA is in trouble. This is riveting. Someone get Netflix on the phone. Let's make a documentary and get rich. All right. Thunder are going to play the Clippers which is actually kind of interesting in our scenario, in the sense that the Clippers might make one game close.
Yeah. The only question is this going to be a sweep or not?
All right, Thunder Clippers, right?
Yes.
We're going Thunder. I mean, it's going to be in 4, isn't it?
At most 5. Maybe Kawhi goes off one game.
So Lakers Rockets is actually an interesting game. Is an interesting series, and I'll give you some reasons why. I think that the Lakers have legitimate upside if they can advance long enough. Both Luka, who's returned from Europe, and Austin, who will not be available for a while, we're able to get back. And for Austin's case, you're talking deep in the playoffs. The Rockets are quietly, I think, a contender. They're top 10 in offense and defense. They have Kevin Durant. They have a coach who is outstanding and one of the probably, I don't even know if it's under the radar, better coaches above the radar, on the radar in the NBA. And I mean, the problem is obviously playing the Thunder next. To me, the Rockets are almost a slam dunk in this thing. And I know that LeBron just won Player of the Week, which happens, he set that record for the most Player of the Weeks in NBA history by 1,000,000 miles. The Rockets this year are 8th in offensive rating and they're 6th in defensive rating. They're so good, dude. They're so quietly good. And I guess, what is your temperature on Kevin Durant? Some people sort of think he's a bum in the playoffs. I don't know. That's what I think.
I'm going to surprise you here. I've actually, in the past, 2.5 weeks, I've seen multiple Rocket games. And I'm going to give you a little, not a hot take. I'm going to give you a little take here.
Tell me.
Lukewarm take.
Tell me.
I don't know why the Rockets, whether it was at the trade deadline or at the start of the season, couldn't find a way to replace Fred VanVleet, who obviously is out with injury. If they had a legit point guard, come playoff time, because they've obviously been fine throughout the regular seasons, to your point.
Yep.
I think I would have a lot of trust in Houston because I'm high on KD come playoff time. I don't think he's a bum. I struggle to find why people think he's a bum. I get it. He hasn't made the conference finals since he's left Golden State. I get that part of it. I get that part of it.
Kind of a big reason.
I would have a lot of trouble. I think not having a legit point guard, not having Fred VanVleet come playoff time, I think eventually he's going to catch up to them. But as far as against the Lakers, I think Houston cruises.
The point guard thing is real. And there are, in most situations, I would say to you, Kevin Durant can handle the ball. Anybody can bring the ball up. We're in more or less a positionless league, but that's not true against historically remarkable defensive teams, and that is the Thunder, who they will play in the next round, which we'll get to in a second. But I think we're aligned. I think in a normal year, if the Thunder weren't the Thunder, if the Thunder were on the level of the Lakers or the Nuggets or even the Spurs, I would give the Rockets a fighting chance. Well, all right. Nuggets Timberwolves is another really interesting series, and again, and this exercise we're doing reinforces my perspective on what's wrong with the NBA, because if we had a season where the Thunder didn't feel like a sure thing, this would be interesting, because the winner of this series would be like, maybe they can win the whole thing. In the back of my mind, it's, well, okay, and then whoever wins isn't going to probably beat the Thunder if they get there.
Sure.
There's such an imbalance. But obviously Denver is amazing because they have Jokic. They have the best offense in the NBA. They, again, have can I say piss poor?
You just did?
Is that a swearsies? Would you have dumped that back in the day?
Yes.
I don't think so. No.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
That would have been piss poor by you. I should have tested that. Been a piss poor producer performance. A quadruple P. Piss poor producer performance. Yeah. P to the power of 4, dude. I don't know what to make of the Timberwolves. They are 12th in offense. They are 8th in defense. They fall outside of that range of what usually works. They're 10th in net rating. And I've seen Anthony Edwards sort of go to a place a few years ago where he took over a series and was unstoppable. And I saw last year where he was the opposite, where he was underwhelming. I'm going to go Denver. I'm going to go Nuggets in this series.
I'm going Denver as well. I mean, they've won, 12 straight? I think they're playing their best basketball of the season.
Yeah, they
But
are.
as you used to highlight on the radio show, when they won their championship, they were the anomaly, right? They're not a great defensive team. They're an okay defensive team. They're not great. And I think that still holds true this season.
And then next round is Spurs against the Suns of the Trailblazers. I took the Trail Who Caresers. You took the Phoenix. This isn't even Funds. Spurs.
Yeah. Maybe it goes. Maybe one of our teams, the Suns and the Blazers, get a game.
Yeah. Do you want to make a case for the Rockets over the Thunder?
I could try, but it'd be laughable.
I don't even think it goes 6. Here's the thing. I do think that there's a problem with Kevin Durant's legacy. If you're Kobe won a championship without Shaq. Shaq won a championship without Kobe. Michael was Michael. Steph won one without KD. I think that solidified what a lot of us thought about who the actual force was, basketball culture, everything that made the Warriors great. Even when KD arrived and was part of that, even though KD, I know, won 2 NBA Finals MVPs, KD, as you noted, left and hasn't even made a conference finals. He has had super team after super team after super team. He's forced his way to the places that he wants to go. If you look at the guys that he's played with and not won with, it's astounding. Didn't win with Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Didn't win with Kyrie and Harden. Didn't win in Phoenix with Devin Booker, and who am I forgetting is the third person that was there that I'm totally blanking on.
Chris Paul was there for some of Durant's time.
That's right. Yep. And now you're with the Rockets, where you have this really, really good team that was the 2 seed a year and a half, 2 years ago. I mean, I think he has a lot to prove, and I don't think he can do it. So I don't think he can prove it. So I'll go Thunder, but I do think he is going to be legacy focused on winning that series. I don't think he's going to get 6 games.
Which is kind of crazy because this is probably it, right, for KD? Obviously, he's not getting any younger.
Yes.
And Houston went into this season with very high expectations, rightfully so.
Yes.
So, this is probably it. This is probably his last shot.
They played great defense. And the thing is, in the playoffs, if you play great defense and your offense is okay, theirs is better than okay, by the way. They're a top 10 offense. But your offense is okay, but you have a guy that can go out there and basically be a hero ball it successfully. That's what Ant did. That's what Edwards did 2 years ago when they beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series and made the conference finals. It was a great defense. He had some other pieces offensively, but the offense wasn't amazing. The recipe's there. I just don't think that the ingredients are there. I just don't think Katie is the chef. See what I did? Give myself one. That everyone wasn't that good, but I liked it. All right, we're going to OKC. Denver's, I actually, counterintuitively, I think the Spurs have a better shot against the Thunder than Denver does. Both have a puncher's chance, maybe more. I like the Spurs. The thing is, the Spurs aren't tested. They haven't climbed that ladder. But they're so good. I'm gonna go Spurs. You going?
I want to. I want to. I want to go against the Spurs. I really do. You know what? I'm going to. I'm going to go against the Spurs. I'm not going to fall. I'm going to hold true. I'm going to get off my lawn, guy. You have to take baby steps throughout the playoffs.
Okay.
There's been some anomalies. We've seen some anomalies before.
Yep.
Most notably the Thunder.
Although they lost
they did
in the
it
second.
pretty quick.
Yeah, what did they do? They lost.
Was it the second round?
So we're in 2000. Yeah, I think so. NBA bracket. I'm just gonna look. I think they lost in the second round in 6 or 7, but I'm gonna look it up. They lost in the second round in 6 to the Mavs 2 years ago.
Yeah, so I'm going to hold true to that. I think you need to have stepping stones in the NBA playoffs, more so than any other sport for whatever reason. So I'm going to say the Spurs get bounced.
I really want to take this. So you're taking Denver. I'm taking the Spurs. So you have Denver, OKC. I have Spurs, OKC. I really want to take the Spurs over Oklahoma City. I think that they can beat them because they have a good record against them. They're not afraid of them. I think Wembanyama is sort of a difference maker the way that Jokic can be. And I was very high on. I was calling the Spurs a year ago to be in this position, and people were making fun of me. I don't want it to be the Thunder. I think it's bad for I'm still going to take the Thunder. I can't. I was talking this morning. I can't talk myself into any one of. I don't want it to be the Thunder. I've lived in Oklahoma City. I like that city. I know Sam Presti. I like him. But I can't do it. Do you want to take Denver?
No, the best I could do is say that it goes 7 games and that they actually push Oklahoma City. And I think we could get a competitive series, an entertaining series. I still see Oklahoma City winning it.
This could be such a long podcast because that was 17 minutes. We have to do the East. There's nothing to talk about today, 4 hours later. And that's why the tennis drifter is an analogy for the economy.
I mean, I'll say this. Like, I think as we pretty much talked it out there, like the first round is not all that intriguing. You get good matchups after the first round.
If the Lakers were healthy, they'd probably be the 2-3 and we'd have a different thing. But Rockets-Lakers would be a great – usually there's one great series, right? And sometimes it'll surprise you. A few years ago, Cleveland somebody – or Magic maybe? A year or two ago, there was a great first-round Eastern Conference series that obviously is so memorable that it erased itself in my brain. It was so over – it was like you look directly at the sun, can't see. That's how great it was. Team NBA. Fake, yeah? Fake break. He will be right back.
You're listening to the Writer Than You podcast.
I almost forgot that I had to have a rejoin. I almost just brought us back, you know? Gotta give the people what they want, Tommy. By the way, the other day, I was at a bar with a buddy, and he's works late. I don't have a job. I gotta sleep at 8 o'clock at night sometimes. This is amazing. I haven't slept in 20 years. And so, dude, I'm sleeping. This obnoxious. Do I have an obnoxious alert? I only have our live pro here. It's close as I have. Obnoxious alert. I slipped in the obnoxious over the name drop. I go to sleep for 13 hours some days. 12. It's amazing. I've slept 12 hours 3 of the last 5 nights.
Isn't that called oversleeping?
Well, I was sick over the weekend, so that's a little bit of my excuse. But it's amazing. So I'm not used to going out late. And I used to be able to go out late all the time because I didn't ever get sleep. So it didn't matter what time people, sources or people wanted to go out. I'm available. I don't sleep. I'll be dead at 31, but even though I'm older. So I went out with this dude who's a Dodgers, into the Dodgers, and he wanted to go out late. And it was 1:30 in the morning. And I might have I tried to stop drinking the Budweisers. And then the bartender, I think, kept bringing me free buds. I'm like, I got to go. And my buddy's like, stay, bro. Let's hang. And I'm like, oh, my God, all right. And they're like, no. And the bartender's like, don't stop. I'm like, I don't want that. He's like, it's on me. I'm like, you're bringing me. So the guy was bringing me free Budweisers. I don't know what's going on. And I looked up and I saw Brian Windhurst on the TV screen. And Brian's my guy, and I've lost touch with Brian a little bit. I'm gonna find this photo, but that's my dude. I went to his wedding, and I'm like, sometimes when I see my buddies on TV, I send them a photo. So I drunkenly sent him a photo and didn't even realize until yesterday that this is what I had captured. If you're watching, I've got Brian with his eyes closed. It was one of those, like, I just pushed in, hey, bro, you good? I'm drinking Budweiser. And then Brian hit me back, and that's all. I don't know the point of that story. I got no reason for that story other than we're doing the NBA.
Did Brian send you a much nicer message than you sent him?
Oh, I even wrote, I miss you. I didn't even know that I said that. I missed this in the middle of the night, ! How are you? Because it was probably 4 a.m, East Coast, Hey, it's Bill. I'm unemployed. Let's party. That's what was going on. We had a nice little change. Okay. It's the Brian Windhurst photo inaugural Eastern Conference playoff bracket prediction. You ready? You ready, pal?
I'm ready.
I got to go back and figure out how the plan works again. Unbelievable. Okay. Winner of Heat Hornets today advances now to play the 7th seed. The difficult thing about this is the Hornets have been on fire and have sort of some metrics since the All-Star game that are very formidable at sort of any level. I mean, just the metrics alone. Every year, I mean, we've seen the Heat go from the play-in to the finals. They just, this team sucks, and they're in the finals. Now, they don't have Jimmy Angry Butler, who's mad at everybody, right?
Yep.
Okay, with that warning, are we both taking the Hornets?
Taking the Hornets.
Yeah, dude. All right, so 4 Hornets, and then
we're gonna look like idiots.
The Heat will play. Man, dude. By the way, every year I used to go to New York City and have to do these games and work 8 days. 8. I'm so happy not to have a job right now.
Yeah, you are.
Is that a sign that it's good I'm not doing that job?
Yeah.
I just sent them a thank you note. All right, but they look too miserable covering the NBA, so I'll do it later. I'll wait till they're on TV and send a photo of them with their eyes closed. I miss you. Magic Sixers. Okay, kind of interesting. Magic underwhelming after last year. People thought they'd make a leap. They actually went the wrong direction. Obviously, the Sixers are full of drama and Embiid disappointment and all of those things.
I think I'm leaning Orlando. You could probably persuade me to go either way, but like Embiid just had surgery, right? Like even like he's
surgery.
Not,
he had a
appendicitis, right?
How weird is that?
I mean, to like a certain degree, Embiid is one of the most unluckiest athletes. It's either health issues, like health,
but
like didn't he have like I can't remember the name, but like paralysis of the face at one point. Some of that stuff he just can't help.
We're getting to distinctions without differences, right? At a certain point you got to be available.
I think I'm gonna lean in Orlando.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you because if the Sixers won and fought long enough, I mean, Embiid could come back, right? Like it's not like he's out for 3 months. Appendectomy?
Yeah.
Scary though. All right, so you're going to go Magic, and then you're going to have the Heat beat the Magic. I am. Eric Spoelstra's not losing 2 games in a row.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll go Miami. I'll go with you.
So we got our. You know what? You know what agreement is?
Yeah.
That is
for our Cowboy listeners.
Let's go. All right, let me shut down the 2024 playoffs because that would be unfortunate if that's the one we did. Sign up for $8 a month. Time travel. All right. Pistons Hornets is actually really interesting.
I actually think it is. I'm with you. I think it is interesting.
For people that don't know, the Hornets have been absolutely on fire. They've been a top 4 team since February 1st in terms of wins, in terms of offensive rating, defensive rating, net rating, all these sort of like goofy, nerdy things that have an actual impact sometimes on being predictive for the playoffs. Like one of the reasons I like these stats is the NBA season's half as long as the MLB. It's a very long season. You can kind of lost in the weeds, but those numbers can be, from a gambling perspective, like Tom or just like me, where I'm just doing it for the love of the game. Tommy, get it because you don't gamble. Can be fairly predictive. So I'm gonna pull these numbers up really quickly and just see what they look like. Should we do February 1st and just see how they're doing since then? Does that feel like a good sample size?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do it. They are 8th in wins over that stretch, which is fine. They are welcome to Writer Than You. Good at pushing the buttons. How much less stressful is this for you when it's not a radio show where you feel like you have a responsibility? Okay. Offensive rating, 4th since February 1st, which is, by the way, like a 22, 23 game sample size. Defensive rating over that stretch, 7th. I mean, they're better than the Rockets over the course of the year. They're better than anybody other than anybody else. I'm just going to pause this so I can just do this data. People don't have to listen. Here's what you're paying for. We screwed up the play-in. Nobody cares, though. Those teams aren't going to win. Well, the East we probably should do properly. Hornets, Heat, losers out. So you're going to take the Hornets.
Yes, I'm going to take Charlotte.
So then Magic. Okay, so you were going to have are we going to have the Hornets beat? Are we going to have the Hornets beat the winner of the Magic Sixers?
I am, yes.
So they're still going to play the Pistons. No, they're going to play. They'll play the 7th. They'll play. Yeah,
they'll
play
be the 7th.
Right. So then you're going to have. Okay, so we did it right, but not for the West. But those of you that know, we apologize. Tom's like, bullshit. You're a moron. Hold on. All right, going back to this. Yeah, I'd be laughing at me too. Who do we got? Do you want Hornets, Pistons? I'm going to take the Hornets. I'm going to do it.
Wow. I'm not going to be that bold. I'm still going to stick with Detroit.
Can't write anything. Your thing down. It's so disrespectful to Detroit, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
And to the NBA that I can't remember how the play-in works. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Adam Silver make it less confusing. Cavs, Raptors, man, talk about a series that's not interesting at all.
Am I the only one that's surprised Toronto's the 5 seed? Like, how the hell did that happen?
Like, they have, like, good young players, and they play hard.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you say so.
I
got to lead. Like, they got the 2 best players on the court, right?
It's got to be the Cavs, right?
Right. And Mitchell and Harden. Like, say what you want about Harden come playoff time, but I would think they get by Toronto.
Here, okay, I'm just going to skip to the next one because I'm taking the Hornets over the Cavs. I am, dude. Are you taking the Pistons?
I'll go with you. I'll ride with the Hornets.
But you take the Pistons.
Oh, that's right.
Do you want to go back?
No, because I'm taking Detroit. I'm not going to be that disrespectful to Detroit.
Greatest predictive thing of all time.
I'm going to stick with Detroit.
All right, Knicks, Hawks. I'm assuming that we're both taking New York.
Yes, but I think the Hawks actually push. I think they actually push the Knicks.
This is another thing that is wrong this year with the NBA is many teams that were supposed to be great have taken steps back or not taken steps forward. Magic steps back. Cleveland, I think, steps back. Rockets haven't taken a step forward. I know the Knicks are the 3 seed. They feel like they've taken a step back. They couldn't even be better than the Celtics when the Celtics didn't have Jason Tatum for most of the year.
True.
All right, so Boston's going to play the winner of the play-in game that we grasp with all of our power, which we have as the Magic. I mean, this is Boston in 3, and then the Magic just surrender the 4th game and say we don't want to show up for Boston. Right? We want to go home early.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, let's do. All right, so Celtics, Knicks, man. A year or two ago, I would have tried to make it's Boston.
It's Boston. I think it could be a fun series, or it could also be Boston just stepping on their throats.
I've always believed that Kylian Mbappe, who's probably the best player in the world by talent, was a loser. Just by the fact he won a World Cup. Soccer! I'm going to get to basketball. And the people didn't see it. And now people see it. It's one of these, in sports, seeing the obvious shouldn't be rare, but I think it sometimes is because there's so much groupthink. I do not think Karl-Anthony Towns is the best player on the face of the earth, but I think he's really, really talented, and I think he's a loser. I think he brings loserdom to his teams. I think he doesn't fit in the model and the way the game works and what he doesn't do well and sort of how he checks out at key moments sometimes. I think Cat is a net negative, even if it doesn't look that way at first blush. The Knicks are constructed as a great team, and they're not great. And it ain't the coach. They changed that guy. All right, Boston against the Hornets for me. I'm going Boston.
Yeah.
You're going.
It's funny. Like, the talk all season is how dominant the Thunder have been. The West is still more intriguing than the East.
It's gonna be Boston, Oklahoma City, isn't it?
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that it'd be anything other than that.
And Oklahoma City is gonna repeat.
I think Boston could push them, but I would still lean Oklahoma City.
All right, we're gonna do this for the first time ever. We're gonna do 3 breaks. An extra. Are you excited about the fake break?
Let's do it.
I mean, let's find what's your favorite rejoin about you? You never get to choose these things anymore.
I'm always going to be partial to the breast milk one.
Breast milk? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I definitely won't do that one. You don't get what you want. Be right back.
You're listening to Writer Than You.
First of all, Sel, you asked me if I've tasted my wife's breast milk. Second of all, Sel, that I have tasted my wife's breast milk. What the? All right, don't swear, Writer. And third of all, what?
It's a thing, man. It's 2023. Get with the times.
Well, when it was 2009, put it on your wrist.
So you think it's absurd for anyone to try it?
I mean,
It's milk, man. It's natural.
I know. Okay. Then why don't they sell it at store?
You're listening to the Writer Than You podcast.
Oh boy, I still just cringe. It's milk. It's natural. All right.
Yeah, I could feel your frustration with me.
It's real. Man. And by the way, we did that show in the morning, so I was like trying to just be awake enough to do the show, and you just hit me with, I like breast milk.
Yeah, you just stop talking to me. You haven't produced the show. I don't want to listen to your idiotic takes.
All right, couple things here. Very briefly. It's a soccer moment. I'm wearing a Barcelona jersey. I'll kiss the badge. Watch. Let's go. Because do you know why? Do you know why?
I have no idea what you're doing.
Come on, you could do it.
I have no idea what's happening.
Champions League quarterfinal second leg. All that I didn't know what those meant before is today at the Metropolitano in Italian? In Madrid. The Barcelona's down 2-0. And I directed a couple of our listeners to be Atletico fans. Oops. They're really enjoying this, I'm sure. My buddy Bruno's a real jerk butt face. He's been rubbing it in my face. So I really need Barcelona. It's noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. By the time many of you listen to this, Barcelona will have begun the comeback, or I will be somewhere enraged. So come on, Barcelona.
Got it. So is that when you want me to return the 72 calls that I've missed over the course of the last 6 months?
I was going to bring this up. I called Tom yesterday. I needed some career advice. And the career advice that I realized that I got from Tom was pick different friends. Tom does not answer his phone. You and DiBenedetto are like this. Like, I'm too important. Yeah, it is. No. But you're not an Ivy Leaguer. I don't know where you get it from.
I don't know. Do you call Stu? Does Stu pick up the phone? I don't know. Maybe you don't even call Stu.
Yeah, other humans pick up the phone. Yeah, hello. I can't talk right now. Or a text back like, hey, bro, I'm at the Yankees game. I can't talk. I think I got that from Stu the other day. Cool, man. Thanks for being a normal person and not a butt face or whatever term I've been using.
Okay.
All right. You're a great guy. You know what, though? At least we know how to do the play-in.
Now we do.
You know? So if the Pelicans win, they're in the other conference. The Pelicans fly to victory.
So I think the Nets can win it all.
If the Seahawks, that's a different sport. All right. I wanted to ask you, because last night was the WNBA draft, ?
Yes.
You are our WNBA correspondent. You love the WNBA. It begins, I think, May 8th. So it's around the corner. We got 3 weeks or so until that kicks off. What is your excitement level entering Caitlin Clark's third year at a similar level? And for people that don't know, I'm the one from Iowa, but when Caitlin Clark joined the WNBA and Tom and I were doing the show together when she was a rookie, you were you got hooked.
Yes, I did. I legitimately got hooked. I tried to catch as much of their games as I could. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say it's at 0 because when she starts playing this year, I think I'll get hooked again. But her being out last year,
yeah,
it really hurt my fandom. Like I'll be honest, I didn't care whatsoever about the league. My fandom is 100% around Caitlin Clark, and she missed I want to say more than half of the season last year with injury, and it really hurt my fandom. Now, game 1, I will watch, and I'll probably be right back. But there was a massive lull for me last year when she was out.
So this is very similar to my Tiger thing. And then Tiger took over
Yeah.
golf for
Yeah.
many years. And so I didn't even realize the extent to which I had a Tiger golf dependency issue until Tiger went away, right? And the thing about Tiger going away, and we've discussed this, I don't think I've ever made this point. He went away suddenly in terms of his competitiveness and his impact, and without warning. There wasn't a chance to be like, okay, it's the sunset of his career, and I can say goodbye as a fan, but also I can kind of get into Rory, I can get into Scheffler, I can get into, Justin Rose back in the day. It was just, oh, wait, he's gone, I got to find someone else. If Caitlin is healthy, what is your confidence level that you will be interested in the WNBA beyond her by the time she's done with the league hopefully many years from now?
Less than 50.
I watch women's MMA pretty. I was writing about it for a time, but pretty aggressively. And then when Ronda Rousey lost and she got her ass kicked, piss poor. Dump that, Tom. I kind of lost track of it. I lost sort of, and I don't watch a lot of women's sports, and I don't, for whatever reason, I love women's tennis. I watch a ton of women's tennis. I used to watch MMA, and I watch Caitlin Clark, but again, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan, not a.
Yeah.
And some of that's a bandwidth thing, right? I don't watch hockey. I don't watch lacrosse. I don't watch a lot of golf, things that some people are really, really into. What is your confidence level that Caitlin Clark is going to be amazing and the WNBA is going to continue to be relevant? Because it certainly was a couple seasons ago.
So I'll say this about Caitlin Clark having the Caitlin Clark effect on the league. We've already seen in the WNBA offseason already multiple $1 million contracts.
Yeah.
Multiple. That's Caitlin. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to say she saved.
It's real. It's real.
It's real. Brittany Griner and Kelsey Plum both got over $1 million.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens without Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Another Tiger comparison. People don't remember this, but I'm old enough. When Tiger first came up, I mean, I can't remember the golfer who was basically racist about what he thought Tiger's Masters dinner was going to be. And but beyond the racism, there were just golfers who were jealous and put out this young punk dominating their sport, right? That jealousy eventually went away, my theory, and I'd be curious what listener Kevin thinks. He's a big golf guy, or listener Bobby, who's my brother, who's a big golf guy. But my memory and view of this is that jealousy went away when a guy beats the crap, when a guy's that great. Like, guys didn't like LeBron James when he was in Miami. The entire league hated LeBron. I don't think people really like LeBron right now. But I think respect is its own currency in these worlds. But also, if you make people rich, Tiger made people rich, man. And I think that helps sort of deal with some of the jealousy of how great he was. Caitlin Clark's going to make people. It's one thing 2 years ago to say she's the future. Stop beating the crap out of her and protect her. It's another thing when the money starts to actually show up, to your point.
Do you think these
leads some protection for Caitlin?
Do you think these ladies will acknowledge it's because of Caitlin, though? Or are they going to be too arrogant to say, like, we're also just as talented as she is?
The thing is, they are as talented or close to as talented, or they laid the foundation. But Larry Bird didn't make as much as Michael Jordan.
Right.
Kareem didn't make as much as Michael Jordan. Some people have, I mean, hell, forget Michael Jordan. Kareem didn't make as much as Karl Malone. No one's arguing that Karl Malone's better than Kareem. That has nothing to do with it. I mean, today, Austin Reeves will make, in one contract, more money than Kareem made in his career. It's not because Austin Reeves is better than Kareem. That's just the nature of the beast. So I don't know if they'll acknowledge it, but they need to, because if Caitlin Clark gets beat up and isn't protected and gets injured, and this happens to players, and becomes, the Grant Hill of women's basketball, this promising player that from injury doesn't become what they should be, the golden goose hasn't arrived fully yet. The money's not universal yet. So I live in Manhattan Beach, California, beach community. And in El Segundo, which is basically the same place, they tore down this sort of ugly area, and they're building a brand new, beautiful, I guess, hope it's beautiful to pit right now. LA Sparks, is that the team?
Yes.
LA Sparks facility, where there's going to be games and practices, and my kids will be able to not walk, but take We take the bus, and everyone thinks we're crazy. Take the bus, or I guess Maddie will be able to drive, ride their bikes, and go. And I was thinking about this. I got offered Dodgers tickets on Sunday. Last minute, really good seats because a buddy of mine couldn't go. It was, I think, a noon game or a 1 o'clock game. It was 2 hours before, and I was like, I just don't want to drive. I don't want to drive. I guess an hour and a half to get there and an hour and a half to get out. I have to emotionally prepare myself to go to a Dodgers game because it's so long to get there. When there's a Sparks game that's 7 minutes from my house,
Right.
and I can be home 10 minutes after the game, I'll go to WNBA games if the product is then, because it won't be done for a few years, what it is now. I don't even need Caitlin Clark to be there. Just having sort of become aware of it because of Caitlin Clark, if a good team is in town or the Sparks are good, I'll go. That's a Caitlin. I would never have considered it before.
Sure. Yeah. Look, like I said, I lost touch with the WNBA season completely once Caitlin went down, but I'll be back in once she's playing again.
Okay, last thought, just a little programming note for, it's not even for us, but
Live programming alert.
this is for Tyler Dunn. He is going to drop, and maybe he has since we've been recording this morning, a 2-part series on Joe Brady, the new coach in Buffalo. He got access and time to Brady. Those of you that don't know, Ty Dunn is like the OG and one of the big dogs of Substack. He's got 30 or 40 or 50,000 subscribers. He's been so good to me in this show. Tom loves him and stole him for his Sirius XM duties, even though that's my guy. And he writes amazingly insightful stuff. And he spends a lot of time in the offseason and writes pretty insightful stuff. He lives in the greater Buffalo area and used to be a Packers and a Bills beat writer. So he's really connected with those teams. So it's worth checking out. Maybe we'll talk about it later this week. Joe Brady thing dropping. And I don't know if a producer's listening, he wants to steal more of my guys, maybe have them on. You know what I'm saying? All right. Was that good talk? Was that a good shout?
Yeah, stole Frank Martin too.
Yeah, but in fairness, you told me that Frank on here, but I was just like, I'm lazy.
Okay.
I thought you were going to book it for me. How was he? Was he great?
He was fantastic.
I love Frank. Frank is such a great guy. I need to call. He's just a dear friend. I'm a big fan of the guy.
Just seems like a good human being.
He is. And our first interaction was both of us telling the other guy what a loser moron they were.
That seems to happen to you a lot.
I call it like I see it. And people, the smart ones, apologize. Okay. Sorry, Frank. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Writer Than You.
Bill, you know me so well. There is a 7 seed in there.
Really?
Yeah, you know Pretty Daddy better than I know myself.
Give it. Wow. Did you just talk about yourself in the third person?
Yeah, you know I like that.
I like it too.
You're listening to the Writer Than You podcast.
I became an expert of tomology in our time working together, and you were clearly angry with me in that rejoin. Like you were, you know me better than I know myself. It was clearly something that happened in the pre-show. Did you do this work or whatever it was?
Did you do this work? No. Did you do that work? No. Okay, great. Let's do the show.
The best rejoins came from the darkest times. So real,
That
right?
first year was pretty dark.
I know, dude. You don't even know. Yeah, you probably know. I remember. I still love you. That was.
Here's the topic email. Tom, it's great. I don't care about your prom date from 20 years ago.
I feel like I was pretty tolerant.
Some of those topic emails where I look
Trust
back
me,
like,
dude.
okay, here's the analogy. And I'm like, okay, I think the analogy like sort of works, but I'm like, what was the sports tie?
You didn't do any work. Like someday,
It was-
it was literally like when I opened the email and I saw like it's a prom. I'm like, oh, he didn't do any work. He just didn't do. He's pissed
I was
off.
just like, okay, I get the analogy, but like, what sports topic am I talking about?
I mean, it was what a time to be alive. By the way, one of our listeners heard us talk about Bogus yesterday and was like, "Oh my god, I always wanted to know because I was never going to out you. You outed yourself."
Oh well, yeah, I did. I guess I'll have to tell Bogues myself.
Nah, because I don't think he's going to pass it on. He's just let Bogus blame me forever.
Okay,
He does.
fine with me.
It's time for Would You Rather on Writer Than You.
All right, Tommy, we'll do a quick one here. Would you rather be a Heat fan or a Hornets fan
Currently or over the course of their franchise?
for the next 10 years?
Heat.
Yeah.
Heat. Spoelstra being number one. Eventually, Pat Riley's not going to be there,
Right.
but I think he'll leave it in good hands. Like, he's obviously a smart enough basketball mind to leave it in good hands. I'm gonna go with Miami.
And Charlotte's cool, but it ain't Miami. So you could also, if you got into it, you go to Miami for a game or two.
Could you see Spoelstra doing what Riley did and being like the front office guy?
Yes, I could.
So could I.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, would you rather be for the next 10 years a Suns fan or a Trailblazers fan?
I don't think it's Ishbia, right? I'm saying that?
Yeah.
Ishbia? I don't
Ishbia.
think he knows what he's doing. And I think he's very I think he makes his decisions like very volatile, like very like in the moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
But Portland, man, like
What a statement.
they're never gonna land a big free agent. It's just not gonna happen.
No. You're going to go Portland.
I am. I'm gonna go Portland.
It's going to be a rough 10 years, buddy.
It could be. I could look silly here. Maybe Ishbia figures it out, but I'm gonna go Portland.
Would you rather the NBA 65-game rule goes away? We've seen many guys not qualify, many guys get hurt trying to qualify. Or would you see the regular season shrink in terms of the number of regular season games?
Shrink. And I'm not going to go crazy, but like, could we get it down to 76, 74?
Okay.
I would rather the regular season shrink.
Would you rather have your wife be absolutely furious with you for a week or have
Status
your
quo.
radio host be absolutely furious with you for a week?
Well, I've been in both situations at the same time.
At the same time? You've had the double whammy?
Oh, yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
It's a good one.
I'll go radio host just because having your wife manage it almost impacts every single aspect of your life.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Every king in his castle, unless the castle is enemy territory.
Currently, my wife is upset with me for a very good reason.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure.
Okay, what'd you do? Really?
I had gifted my wife Broadway tickets. Now, I bought said tickets months in advance.
Okay.
Months in advance. I was going to have to take off work to go to the show.
Did you agree to take off work to go to the show in advance?
Yeah, I'm the one who bought the
Right.
ticket, so I knew very well I would have to take off. But I said to myself, I like to speak third person. Tom, you got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Don't need to do this right now. Well, I never took off work. And I remember that we had the tickets about 2 days before we were supposed to go. We ended up giving those tickets away to our friends.
Come on, man. You can't do that, dude. That's
very
I'm mad at you now.
Yeah, that was
Just
the thing.
ask for the day. Just call your boss and be like, "Hey, I screwed up. Anyway, I can get this off." Did you do that?
No.
Did she know you didn't do that?
That was the second leg of the fight.
Yeah, she's right.
That was the second.
What are you
leg.
doing, dude?
Yeah.
It's not a radio show you're trying to produce. It's your marriage.
It was a great show, by the way. Our friend said it was great.
They would have just given me the days off,
Maybe.
Wow. Somebody recently gave me the advice: you don't know if you don't ask. All right.
The Great Gatsby, by the way. My wife reread the book and everything. She was so excited.
You're an idiot, dude.
Very upset with me.
I mean,
I said she had a good reason to be
what
upset.
are you doing, man?
It's hard to say.
Did you get your money back for the tickets? Those are like $200 or $300 each.
A little less, but yeah.
You know you have to buy tickets now for a day you have off and take her, right?
Yeah.
Are
You
gonna
got to have to do a whole day, dinner, yeah.
You need to buy the tickets as soon as the show is over for next Monday or Tuesday. But that's a work night for her.
Yeah, and then we got to find, somebody to watch the kids.
Moving on to my second wife question that I had.
Everything's great over here.
Written before. Try to put that aside. Assume your wife is relatively speaking to you for this question. Would you rather your wife becomes obsessively into going to movies at the movie theater
Okay.
in person, or obsessively into collecting outdoor gnomes?
This feels oddly specific. So is this happening to you?
Neither.
Okay. I'd rather her become obsessed with going to movies at the theater.
Really? So you have
Yeah.
to go to the movie like twice a week, maybe.
Yeah. I can't. I'm not on board with the lawn gnomes.
Okay. Because you didn't like movies.
I'm not a big fan of movies. No.
All right.
Unless it's got Vin Diesel in it.
I
I'm
know.
all in.
Fast and the Furious. So which one's Fast and which one's Furious in the originals?
Uh,
Why are they
Vin
furious?
Diesel. Vin
So
Diesel is more
bad.
the Furious, and oh man, I'm gonna blank on his name
God.
because he passed away probably like a decade ago.
And the other guy,
Well, he's more the Fast.
Vin Diesel can't act. It's about fam.
Such
Family.
disrespect.
Fam.
Such
Yeah.
disrespect.
Vin Diesel, The Rock doesn't respect you because you're not respectable.
That was a real rift. That was a real rift.
Yeah, that's like
Vin Diesel like called The Rock like his little brother in an interview, and The Rock did not like it.
that's like Jay Moore talking that way about Tom Cruise. Yeah, okay, you were in a movie together. Okay. It doesn't make it the same.
Yep.
Would you rather Mike Trout have a renaissance season? He's not going to, but he did hit 2 home runs last night and win the MVP, or Shohei Ohtani win the Cy Young Award?
I would like to see both of those, but I would say Ohtani Cy Young because that would shut everybody up. That would
What
shut
if
everybody
I threw
up.
in a Mike Trout MVP and he wins a playoff series?
Now I'm going Trout because I want to see him win a playoff
That
series.
experience?
I mean, it's 3 games. He's played in 3 playoff, not series, 3 playoff games.
I know, man. It's awful. What he's been through is absolutely brutal.
I do want
Lori-
to see Ohtani win a
Yeah.
Cy Young though, because that would shut up. I can't even believe he still has haters.
Why
So that
are there
would
are there haters out
Yeah,
there?
who won't put him as one of the the Mount Rushmore of baseball because they basically say that he's just a pitcher. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's nothing special as a pitcher. No, they're out there. They are out there.
That's crazy. By the way, he extended his on base streak by getting hit in his pitching shoulder or elbow, I think, actually.
Yeah.
He was not happy.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it too. Lori was listening yesterday, as I told you, really liked you and Stu together. Also finds it hilarious when I push the wrong buttons. It happens way too much. That's why I very carefully brought up Brazil da Funk, which is Henry's rap song that he made for us. Anything else as we close out the show?
No, just a quick recap. We now know how the play-in works, and my wife probably won't speak to me for another week.
God, we are even better at playing recapology than you are at husbandry, and you've been married for a long time, dude. You gotta fix this, man.
Hopefully.
This reminds me when you'd be producing, and I tell you to do something that you should do, and you're like, no, no, just no. You told me, no, do it. So I can see her be like, just ask her it off, and you'd be like, no, and then it being a whole thing, and you're wrong the entire time.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, let's do to Tom on the video what his wife wants to do, and just put him away for a while. Thanks for listening. Stu and I don't even know what's going on tomorrow. If I can get Stu on, we'll be on tomorrow.